close to cut of the bat along the ground to the wicket keeper. Zavin Darshana. Bowling the cutter. It's a leg cutter there. Tanushka Chaturanga generally likes to go over the top at the start. That one again outside of some. This time he decides to let it go. Again, outside the stump, leaving the batsman. Now in Darshana, concentrating to ball outside the stump. See, ball swinging away from the right hand. Tanushka Chaturanga on one knee, trying to get back onto it. This time gets bat on ball. Fielder on the boundary, on the leg side. So John Keells off the mark and Tanushka Chaturanga is off the mark. That last delivery. After the first over, it's a 1 for no loss. Praveen Sandeep. Praveen Sandeep, 4 for 34 is best. Has 19 wickets in 15 games. Economy 5.69. We're bowling from the Royal College end. Run driven, down on one knee into the boundary. So that's the first boundary for Tanushka Chaturanga and John Keells. Praveen Sandeep pitched up. Just on one knee over the top. That's how Tanushka likes to play. Oh, was not sure whether he wanted to leave it or play at it, but gets an edge and goes down between the keeper and that slip to the boundary. Doesn't matter how it comes, bottom edge. He was late on that shot, but they'll take the boundary. 2 fours to start off. Praveen Sandeep under pressure now. One thing he needs to learn fast. Cannot give Tanushka Chaturanga any width. He's got to throw his bat at it. Return a good length on that fourth stump line. Again, too wide, short. This time plays underneath the ball. full delivery. We have been going down leg. There was a loud shout. Pretty full, but I think yes, umpire just indicating to the ball that it was missing. If you look at that replay, you can see the wicket keeper going down the leg side. Yes, definitely. You can see all three stumps. Even though it was full, definitely would have been missing. Good decision by the umpire. Was Viraj Chamin, the umpire, making that decision. This one goes for it. Was in there for a little while, but on the bounce to the field. That's the end of the over. Was moved on 10 for 2. Dhanushka Chaturanga done all the scoring and all the facing. 10 of 12 with 2 boundaries. So it will be Dhanushka Chaturanga still keeps a strike. So Durrati Alves just watching from the other end. Navin Darshana bowled excellent first over, just giving away 1 run. Some shot outside the off stump, continuing with that same line. It's straight to that field at a point. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. Dot balls. Again outside the off stump. This time again cut. That same fielder, this time away from him. Had to dive. Got a hand to it but couldn't stop it fully. The batsman come back for 2. That clearly a wide, dragging it down the offside. Got his release point a bit mixed up. See it a bit too late. Been good in the first over. Trying to get a little extra pace this time. Asking him to go for that cut, keeping it outside our stump. So I feel Navin has a plan bowling to Dhanushka Chaturanga. It knows, likes that area, but trying to beat him in that same area. This time, could it be? No, it was a chance, a easy chance to slip a regulation chance, I would say. Head high. Throwing is better. Oh yes, that was easy. Just palmed it over. Not quite sure. what happened there, but has managed to palm it over towards third man. Tanushka gets a single. So for the first time after 2.4 overs, Durrandi Alves, his partner, comes on strike. First ball by the Alves played straight to that extra cover fielder. So he's in form. He's got a half century yesterday, remained not out. So that John Keells pulled that through. This time driving straight down the ground. He's off the mark. Good bit of fielding there. And after 3 overs, John Keells winning the toss and batting first, a 15 for no loss. This time Durrandi Alves will keep the strike. Bowling to Praveen, Praveen Sandeepa will be bowling to Duran. So idea is, I'm sure, Duran to bat as long as he can, and Dhanushka Chaturanga to go after the bowling. So it has been a decent start, not running away with it. Tries to pull it, doesn't make proper contact. This time, oh, that was a close call. That would have been definitely gone if he had hit the stumps. So just working it onto the leg with soft hands and going. Chaturanga was way behind. Late start, he was not basically sitting on his bat basically at the other end, not even looking for that single. I think he needs to be more vigilant to try and take the strike. Time a bit of a clash, two fielders going into each other. That's how keen and eager they are to stop every run. Let's see this again. Cut. Can see the point, and oh, lucky that the two heads didn't clash. It was the legs. This could have been a major damage if not. Mushfiq and Sandas, the two fielders crashing into each other. Still in a bit of pain. Mushfiq Murafa. And back on strike. Too early to talk about projected scores, but it says 93 at the moment. And this time Duran throws his bat at it outside the off stump, driving in there. Fielder drags it back, but not before the batsman has completed 2 runs. Alvis moves on to 4. The score is on 19 for Norris in the 4th over. Wide outside the off stump, once again throwing his bat, body weight not towards the ball. Loud shout, but umpire says no. End of the 4th over. John Keells 19 for no loss. Looks like there's a bowling change from the scoreboard end. Hashan Sanjay spin for the first time. How will Tanushka Chaturanga handle it? Hashan Sanjay 27 wickets, 3 for 11, his best in 21 matches. Left arm around the wicket. Plays it with soft hands just for a single. The run goes in there. The bounce to that field at point. Just the one slip for Hashan. Again going, that goes straight down the ground but can't beat the bowler. It's in the way. Alvis generally slow starter. I mean, oh, that was... I'm not sure how we managed to drop that catch. The batsman had just given up. There we see reaching for it, playing with that bottom hand. And it just goes through his hands. Now, I don't know whether it even touched his palms. So he must be wondering how we dropped that. Just straight forward. Given a lot of width. That will go into the boundary. Wide outside the off stump. Full toss. Danushka Chaturanga hammers it to the boundary. This is rubbing salty to the wounds. Drop catch. Given away a single, and then the next batsman comes and hammers you down the ground for 4. Okay, oh, that's a no ball. Not sure how a spinner could be bowling no balls, but nothing going Brandix way at the moment. Free hit. Lucky that Danushka couldn't get all of it. Just the 1 run in that free hit. And after 5 overs, John Keells 27 for no loss.
John Keells won the toss and batting first. Danushka Chaturanga not out on 20. Durrandi Alves on 5. The total is 27 for no loss after 5 overs. A new bowler brought up, Randika Dilshan. Seven matches, best of 3 for 10. Here comes Randika. Yorker length. Good start for the over. Now, if you remember, yesterday John Keells Holdings chased down a target of 166 successfully. Danushka Chaturanga gave them a good start, and Durrandi Alves played until the end. He was unbeaten on a half century. Brandix have done a decent job so far in this innings. Swinging again, and a miss. Randika bowled a bit faster that time. Just over the stumps, inches away. Three dot deliveries to start this over. Now the 4th delivery could be an interesting one. What would Randika Dilshan do, or is there anything different Danushka Chaturanga can do? Yes, something different, and it's going up in the air. Keeper under it and taking it comfortably. It was the setup in this over. 3 dot deliveries to start. I was mentioning 4th delivery could be interesting, and it was. He was right under it. Leshan, the wicket keeper, took it comfortably. Danushka Chaturanga scored 20 of 25. First wicket going down. John Keells Holdings on 27. Oh, the crowd is gathering up. 2 games today. Now this is the new batter, Ahmed Muiz. Yesterday he played really well for his 30. So far his best innings in his career at MCA cricket. Now here comes Dilshan. A wide delivery. First up to Ahmed Muiz. Randika Dilshan. Ruining stats in his over. Until now it was 3 dot deliveries and a wicket. He's bowling with a good pace. And now the left-hander, Durrandi Alvis, is on strike. The batters have exchanged ends. That's really good. On the full length, not letting the batter to get under it. Bowling in a good line as well. Durrandi Alvis. Again, doing the same. And the same result as well. Good end to the over. 6 overs done. John Keells Holdings 29 for 1. Ahmed Muiz on strike. He's yet to face a delivery. In the last over, he got a wide. Ran for a single. It was Bice. Coming down the wicket. And flicking it away to long off. Looks a very wristy batter, Muiz. Now the left armour versus the left armour. Hashan Sanjay bowling to Duran Alvis. A slow start to him. Short and wide. The Alvis still unable to find the timing. He was unable to find the bat, to be precise. The batters are running through for a single. No ball, signals the umpire. And this will be a free hit. Clearly outside the crease. Now Ahmed Muiz got his options. He's a really good player off his legs. Charging down and flat bats it down the ground just for a single. Durrandi Alves, a slow start for him. Even yesterday, he didn't find the timing. But he was there until the end. He's not giving away his wicket. That's important as well. One more single. Now the boundaries are dried up. The bowlers have done a good job in that aspect. It's up in there. Falling short of the long off fielder. The batters are struggling. They are looking to get that boundary. This time, Durrandi Alves sweeps it and gets another single. That's the end of the over. 7 overs done. John Keells Holdings 36 for 1. Randika Dilshan to continue. Bowled a very good first over. Took the wicket. And 2 runs in that over. 1 over wide. And a single. We don't see much happening in the batting perspective. Here comes Dilshan. Bowling really well with good steam. Look at that. He's going past the bat several times in the previous over as well. He just got to be there on the good length and on that line. Again, very good. Now Durrandi Alves will have to take his options. He can walk down or maybe take a step to his offside and look to play it on the legs. but opens the stumps. 3-dot deliveries. Let's take a look at these deliveries. This is the first, a carbon copy of that one, the second, and then the third. Same spot, same length, same line. Really good by Randika Dilshan. Good delivery again. A direct hit. And a chance. Oh, too anxious. They're running for 3. Unnecessary enthusiasm on the field. Here it is for you. The batsman was in. He didn't have to throw it at the stumps. And then the backup fielder should have walked up, knowing his partner at the other end would throw it to the stumps. Didn't happen. Now 3 runs in this over. Muiz takes another single, another chance. Now they are rushing through the singles. All these runs matter. Boundaries are really dried up. And Randika Dilshan bowling in very good spots. Again, he would have been gone. Four runs so far in this good over by Randika Dilshan. It's up in there. A chance. Oh no. He misjudged it. In the first instance, he could have run back and look up. 8 overs done, 41 for 1. Bowling card so far. They have done a decent job. Navin Darshana, Praveen Sandeepa, Hashan Sanjay, Vishaka Ranasinghe and Randika Dilshan. They have dried the runs up. No boundary in 4 overs. Really interesting. Three of those overs were in the power play. Hashan Sanjay continuing. Coming down the wicket, and that's a stumping. The umpire denies it. Ooh, was he on the line? Good shot this, but a fielder is under it and manages to get it. Hashan Sanjay gets his man. Now this is Durrandi Alvis, the half-centurion of the last game for JK Holdings. Very well judged catch. That's Vishaka, the fielder. Durrandi Alves heading back to the pavilion. 12 runs for him off 23, a very slow innings. John Keells Holdings 2 down now for 41. Nadun Basnayaka is a new batter. Played a brilliant 37 last evening. This is how they got Durrandi Alves out. First delivery was a dot ball, and then Duran had to do this. But again, as I was mentioning, so far doesn't find the timing. Single to Nadun Basnayaka, he gets off the mark. A beautiful evening at the Royal College grounds. Now the sun is out, very humid conditions. Swept it, 1 run to Muiz. Still they are maintaining the right hand, left hand combination. Not that easy for the bowlers to find their lines and lengths. Big shot. And it goes for 6. A boundary after a long time. And it comes in a 6. He's not going to stay back. Nadun Basnayaka. We saw what he can do yesterday. Played a quick 37 and dragged his team for a win. One run. And that's 50 for John Keells Holdings. After 9 overs, 2 down for 50. Nine overs, 50 runs, 2 wickets. These bowlers for Brandix have done a good job so far. Now it's up to these batters to take up this challenge and play fire with fire. Nadun Basnayaka, the batter, is really capable of doing that if he stays until the end. Played off his legs. Just a single. Good fielding that. The fielder at mid-wicket had to attack the ball and return it quickly. Now this is Randika Dilshan getting his wicket. The first wicket of this innings. The setup was brilliant. He bowled 3 dot deliveries then ask the batter to go over the top. Good shot down the ground for a single. Now Ahmed Muiz's job is to occupy the crease. He can get those singles, an odd 4 or a 6, and let Nadun Basnayaka take up more of the strike. Here comes Randika Dilshan. Nadun walking down the wicket, and Madhava Munavira, the skipper, taking that catch easily. Randika Dilshan taking his second wicket. A very important wicket in this innings. He was walking down. Randika Dilshan saw it and dropped it short. Nadun Basnayaka departs for 9 of 5. John Keells Holdings 3 for 52 after 9.3 overs. Sachin Silva is the new batter. 19 matches to his name. 314 runs in total. This was the last wicket. Nadun Basnayaka was trying to up the ante. Manages to lob this up to the opposite skipper. Packed offside field. 4 men inside the ring and 1 at the boundary. But enough gaps on the leg side if the batters are willing to take those singles. Just like that. And they are running for the second. Good throw. But Randika Dilshan, who was behind the wicket, couldn't take it cleanly. The replay could be interesting. Was the batter in any danger? First run completed. And the second. Yes, he was safely in. That's Ahmed Muiz at the non-striker's end. Now Sachin Silva. 2 runs off 1. Again walking down the wicket. Now they are trying to face that length of Randika Dilshan. Not letting him to settle. He's bowling on the good length. They are walking down. Another single, an easier one. End of the over. 10 overs done. John Keells Holdings 55 for 3.
After 10 overs, the halfway mark, it's 55 for 3. John Keells winning the toss, electing to bat first. Will not be very happy with what's going on so far. Tatin Silva on 3 and Ahmad Muiz on 6. Shan Madhuchankar 11 wickets, 3 for 30 is best. been good bowling by Brandix, restricting John Keells. They lost two of their, I would say all three of their top order batsmen who have been amongst the runs, who can score fast. Directed on the but then concedes another run. John Keells will take everything at this moment. They've lost Dhanushka Chaturanga, the dasher, for 20. Thurandi Alvis, the mainstay, who got half century yesterday. And Nandun Basnaik also, you can go big. Who won the match for them towards the end. In the previous game. This time full toss. Trying to drive, takes a thick edge. Down to third man, another single. Still down to 6. Trying to be cute. Full toss, trying to just work it around the corner, play that lap shot. Ahmad Mu has been much better if he took it on the full and hammered it. So whereas John Keells needs some boundaries at this moment. Trying to use his feet, couldn't get to the pitch of the ball. This time playing that lap shot. There was a chance, the fielder valiant effort but falling in front. End of the 11th, it's 60 for 3. That was that chance again. Top edge. Just in front, but a good diving effort. Just couldn't get his hands underneath it. Randika Dilshan. 2 for 12 of 3. The main wicket taker so far. Not really picking up wickets, but keeping the runs also down. On the pads, this is good running. Leg buys. So the ball didn't run down to the field. The field had to charge in. But didn't expect the batsman to take 2. It's good running by the 2 youngsters. Coming down the track, driving it straight down again. Oh, that would have been close if there was a direct hit. But another 2, so now they're trying to, create things. We saw even yesterday, Ahmad Muiz, he was a busy player, always likes to play that lap shot. This was that chance. Yes, the batsman was not in the picture basically. Needed a direct hit. Silva this time going down on one knee, playing that lap shot. This time Sachin refuses the second. So 5 runs coming in 3 deliveries. 3 off the bat and 2 leg byes. Wouldn't matter as long as that scoreboard keeps moving. John Keells would like to get a decent score. Shoelace has been tied. That time gives himself room, goes in the air. Fielders all over the place, coming from various parts. Another 2 runs to the total. Was a chance, but not anywhere close to that field. Sachin Silva on 10 off 11. That's clearly a wide delivery. Down leg side. Rantika Dilshan picked up 2 out of the 3, looking to try and strike his last over in the spell. 2 deliveries left. That was moving wide outside the off stump and playing it under the leg into the boundary. Finally he gets that right. Been playing that, trying to play that on many occasions. Be a bit careful because it goes too wide outside the off stump. But just guide it under the stumps. Just went over the bails into the boundary. Quite an expensive over. 12 runs have come in that over. 10 off the bat. Again we see trying to play it on the leg. Ball from wide outside the off stump. Misses everything, goes to the wicket keeper. End of the 12th over, it's 72 for 3. That's the bowling so far. Now in Darshan has been pretty good. Just the 6 runs. 2 overs. Wicket takers Rantika Dilshan 2 for 22 and 1 for 24 for Hashan Sanjay. 20 run partnership so far. Last wicket falling at 52. So it'll be Share Madhushankar to continue. Drives in there, came down the track, and Madhushankar had a chance of picking up his first wicket, but not the case. And he has got his left hand to it. Lucky escape for Sachin Silva. And full toss. Let's place it down for a single. But there's a fielder there. Still they get a run. He had placed it either side of him. May have even got a boundary. Now the projected score showing 120, but I'm sure John Keells will like something in the region of 150. But they'll take some batting. That's a good shot. Makes room for himself into the boundary. So that's what they'll need. There's a boundary in every over. Seven runs in 4 balls. Silva looking the more aggressor. Sorry, that was Ahmad Muiz. He's on 18 of 12. Oh, that was pretty close. Again, making room for himself on the off. Exposing his stumps. Have to be a bit careful. Again, this time on the off. You can see that front foot coming away from the pitch of the delivery. Oh, this was sloppy. This is sloppy. Just lobbed it to the bowler and he couldn't gather it. One, it makes it extra run. So 2 runs there. And it's 81 for 3 after 13. Sanjay, 3 overs, 1 for 24, coming back for 1 more over. Left arm this time, full toss swept from outside off stump. Good bit of field in the fielder comes charging in. Just the 1 run to Sachin, moves on to 13 of 14. Brings on Ahmad Muiz. Got to 30 yesterday and managed to get out. Got to 21 now at the moment. Looked a very busy player yesterday, even today. Doesn't let the bowler settle. Time Silva goes up in the air. Was that a drop chance? Or did it fall in front? Yeah, that was on the off. Oh yes, definitely in front. There was no chance there. A good effort by the fielder. Time a reverse sweep. Makes contact. But not the way he would have liked to. But 2 runs nevertheless added to the total. 2 runs to Ahmad Muiz. Oh, that's given as leg byes. That's I thought he didn't get much of. Makes room for himself on the off. Flighted. Slight misfield by the fielder. Allows the batsman to complete the run easily. Worked onto that leg side. Didn't want to go for the second, but Sachin Silva calling him for that second. Makes it home easily. End of the 14th. It's 89 for 3. have a look at that run out again. The previous over. Oh yes, needed a direct hit. Shan Madhushankar was that field on that occasion. Now with the ball in hand. If it was a direct hit, I think that would have been gone for all money. Looking for that reverse sweep again. But Moyes doesn't succeed. Sometimes it might be better off trying to get back on ball. This time try to go down the leg. Not happy with something. Madhushankar has done decently well in this over. Gives himself room, tries to go big again. So that is the dismissal. Finally, the run out. They were living dangerously. This one also didn't connect. Yes, definitely. Short of his ground. The throw came in a bit low, but Sachin Silva short of his ground. Keells losing their fourth wicket. Sachin Silva walking back for 16. John Keells now have moved on to 89 for 4. That was in line with the stumps. Made room with their Kumara. Immediately off the mark. That's a 58 as his highest. Time goes over the top. Oh, that was another chance that goes down. Amado is living dangerously. End of the 15th over is 91 for 4.
We are into the last 5 overs of this innings. John Keells holdings on 91 for 4. They've still got firepower. Uday Kumar on the crease. If you remember yesterday, he scored 16 of 5 deliveries. An important innings of that match. They went on to win that. Now Navin Darshana to bowl his third over. 6 runs in the first 2 overs. Gone. No chance there for Ahmed Muiz. Earlier he dropped a chance, but now he's getting that wicket. That's the 5th wicket going down for John Keells. Ahmed Muiz, runner ball 23. John Keells, 91 for 5. Aruna Meemanage, the skipper, is out at the crease. The replay of the last wicket. Very straight. That has been a very good option by all these bowlers. They were bowling wicket to wicket and asking the batters to do one mistake. It's coming towards the mid-wicket boundary. Just 1 run. Aruna Meemanage gets off the mark. That was a wicket in an important juncture of the game. We are into the 16th over. Three more overs remaining after this over. 2 runs taken. Good running by the batting pair. Now Uday Kumar is back on strike. His inning will be very important if JK Holdings are going on to reach that 120 mark. But that's a wicket. Navin Darshana taking the 2nd wicket of this over, bowling fast and straight. Now that's the end of Kumara. Off his legs and onto the stumps. Uday Kumara just scored 3 runs off 3. Now 6 wickets down, JK Holdings, 94 after 15.5 overs. New batter is Tharusha Veragoda. 13 matches to his name. 18 is his average. Good over. Good fielding as well of his own bowling. Navin Darshana finishes off the 3rd over his spell. 9 for 2. And JK Holdings 6 down now for 94. Now Brandix essentials. Until now, they have done it so well. They have dried the runs, dried up the boundaries. They are taking wickets as well. This is another single. Down to long on. Praveen Sandeep bowling his third over. Just given away 14 runs. Veragoda getting that important single and gets off the mark. Now the projected score stays at 118. That's not going to be enough. That's called a wide. These extras might come into the game. The latter part. The batting team is pressurized. Should not release that pressure. Well bowled. And bowled him. Wicket after wicket after wicket. The wickets are tumbling. Now Praveen Sandeep takes his first wicket in this game. That was right on the middle stump. Aruna Meemanage, the captain, has to go. He scored 2. John Keells Holdings 97 for 7 after 16.3. Dinit Nelumdenia as the 8th man. Starting off with a single. That wasn't a good throw. Second run stolen. Now these are the little things that will hurt the bowling team. The game is not over. All these runs are going to matter somewhere in this game. Another wide. This is not what was asked from Praveen. He got that wicket. But he has leaked those runs as well in this over. 2 extras. Flat batted down the ground. Didn't time it. A good throw by the captain. 2 runs to Dinit Nelumdenia. Let's take a look at the last 2 wickets. Both were bowled. Now this was the first wicket of Praveen in this over. Last ball, a good appeal, a very good appeal, but the umpire is not moved. 17 overs done. JK Holdings 103 for 7. Shehan Madhushankar to bowl the 18th over. John Keells Holdings 103 for 7. Here comes Shehan. Good delivery. That's gone. That was on to the off stump. The batsman was trying to sweep it, but it was not the right line. Dinit Nelumdenia, he looked good for his 4. Here we are. Now Shehan Madhushankar takes a wicket. Dinit Nelumdenia, 4 runs off 4. JK Holdings 103 for 8. Pasan Gunatunga is the new batter, averaging 17. Indicates that he can bat. Turn it down for a single. Now Shehan Madhushankar, wicket off the first ball of this over. Walking towards the off stump. That time was Tarusha. A good throw and gone. Signals the umpire. That's 9 wickets for Brandix. That was a quick pickup and a quick throw. It was that casual. Yes, very good throw. A quick release by the captain. Tarusha Veragoda will have to depart, scoring 2 of 3. JK Holdings 105 for 9. Hamidul Dilshan is the new batter. The last man for JK Holdings. Put the dive in. One run to Hamidul Dilshan. Double wicket over comes to an end. 18 done, 106 for 9. There's one delivery left. Confirms the umpire. Single off that delivery. Now that ends that over. 18 done, 106 for 9. 107 to be exact. Now the last pair on the crease. One more wicket to end this innings for Brandix Essentials. Naveen Darshana has been brought back. Good shot. Chance of 2 runs. Yes, they are getting it comfortably. Good placement by Pasan Gunatunga. Now what they have got to do is to bat the 20 overs. Good bowling by Navin Darshana. Not giving width. Bowling stump to stump. 2 wickets so far. Now there was width, but the batter was unable to find the bat. Good delivery. Bowled fast and straight. The batter was lucky to stay there. Flicked off his legs for a single. Got one more delivery to end this over. Navin Darshana, 2 wickets, 12 runs so far. Going down leg. That's a wide. Another extra to the tally. Now 1-1-1 for 9. JK Holdings. Yorked himself. A run out opportunity, is it? No. The keeper did his best, but the batters are safe. 19 overs are done. JK Holdings 112 for 9. Now the last over by Praveen Sandeepa into the 4th over of his quota. JK Holdings 114 for 9. Can they get those 6 runs to make it par? Now Pasan Gunatunga is on strike. He will be the key. If he can score a boundary of this over, that'll get them to over 120. Good bowling by Praveen Sandeepa. Keells Holdings might think that they would have got to somewhere above 120. But you never know. They've got a good bowling lineup. And Brandix in their huddle must be feeling confident. They have done their job. They have kept that strong JK Holdings side to under 120. JK Holdings batting card Danushka Chaturanga 20 of 25. Ahmed Muiz 23 of 23. From then on, it was Sachin Silva who scored 16 of 16. Apart from him, nobody else was successful. 115 all out. 14 extras. Most of these were wides bowled by Brandix, but they have done their job. Let's see how they have done their jobs. Here we are. Navin Darshana 2 wickets for 14. Praveen Sandeepa 2 wickets for 24. Hashan Sanjay 1 wicket for 30. Randika Dilshan 2 for 22. And Shehan Madhushankar 1 for 20. The innings started off with a bit of fire for John Keells, courtesy of Chaturanga, the wicket-keeper batter. He was scoring them easy. Got those boundaries. But this was his downfall. The wicket-keeper took an easy catch. And then Durandi Alvis succumbed to a great catch by the fielder. Nadun Basnayaka looked good for his little innings, but he was gone. From then on, it was all a struggle. Ahmed Muiz played 20 odd runs. He couldn't capitalize on his runs too. The latter half of the innings was bossed by the bowlers and the fielders as well. That was a good return. So Brandix have restricted them to somewhere under 120. 116 would be the target for Brandix when they come out to bat. We are going for a short break and we'll be back with the Brandix reply of that target of 116.
So start of the second session, this second game between John Keells and Brandix. Earlier, what happened? John Keells winning the toss and electing to bat first. All out for 115 basically. So 116 the target for Brandix. Well, in the context of a T20 game, seems a pretty easy target, but you'll never know because these 120s, 130s have been winning scores for teams batting first. And it's not easy to say because some of these teams playing their first game, John Keells playing their second, they won their first game yesterday. So that's the reason it's hard to predict how it will go till we see some of these matches being played. Two batsmen coming out. Yet to get the names of the batsmen. Starting from the scoreboard end, so Madhava Munavira and Sandas. Madhava Munavira, 92 is highest, 804 runs, so he's got quite a lot, 117 strike rate, and his partner Sandas Pereira. So this is Udaya Kumar, 4 for 27 as his best, 21 wickets will be operating. Stiff target, needing 116 to win of 120 deliveries. There is Sandas Pereira. Well, not played any game, so he's making his debut. First delivery, bounce and called wide over the head. So one for the over, signaled by the umpire. Brandix off the mark with one of the extras. Short, try to cut it, chop it down, but chops it straight to the first slip on the bounce. Might as well, since it was rising, gone for the uppercut. Might have even got a boundary. Outside the off stump, shot given with, and into the boundary it goes. So the first boundary for Madhava Munavira and Brandix, that was asking to be hit short and wide. That was a good shot. Didn't try to keep it down, played it in the gap. There is a T20 fielder, but beating him in the process. Very few spectators at the ground. And our crew has managed to capture them. And again, played it down intentionally, but straight to the man in the covers. Just the one slip. Got covers, a deep extra, short extra, and mid off on the offside, and a short fine leg. Square leg, mid on. On the off, just one more fielder. So yeah, I think there's a third man as well on the offside. Just the three on the leg. 6 on the off. So both outside off stump, the two fielders that allowed outside the circle, both on the off. Nicely driven in that gap. Deep extra cover coming into play again. Single. So Dekumar will have to be spot on with the two right-handers, same field. Not pull anything short outside the leg stump or anything close to leg. There'll be free runs. So Daspera gets behind that, defends it. That's the end of the first over. Brandix 6 for none after the first over. Pasangunatunga to start proceedings from the other end. So looks like a spin from the Royal College end. Just need another 110 runs. Got a good start, 6 at the moment. Just all they have to maintain. Shot and pulled straight away. Madhav Munavira, that's his second boundary. Short in stature. Anything short, he very quick to get on the back foot. No fielders on the leg side there in the boundary. No slip this time. There is a interesting field. A third man covers, extra cover, deep extra, and a mid off. And on the onside, there is a fine leg, a square leg, a mid wicket, and a mid on long on. Basically, the two fielders outside. Again, short cut into that the deep cover fielder. Oh, another run. The Munavira moves on to 10. Score is on 11. Partner Sadaspera coming on strike now for just the second time. He's faced one ball in that previous over. This time a full delivery, gets the bottom edge. Sandasper off the mark with that single. Much better. 2 dot balls to end. Pasangunatunga's over 6 runs in that over as well. So Brandix going at that 6 run mark. 12 for no loss after 2. Again, short and wide. So thus Perra not being able to pierce that gap. Kumar still sticking to that same field and sticking to those same lines, going wide outside the off stump. Again wide outside off stump. Again played straight to that field at point. No run. So bowling with a purpose and a plan. I think he's bowling it a little too short. What happens is play that cut shot. He has cover on the boundary. This time on the pads and flicked in there, but straight to that man at mid wicket. So there Kumar doing a fantastic job here. 3 dot balls and then a wicket. Just changing his line a bit. That would have been easy runs, but a good, well judged or well timed catch, I would say. Going over his head, but made sure he got both hands to it. The first wicket down. Sandas Perra. Walking back, caught by Tarusha. And it's 12 for 1. Shelon Rodrigo, the new batsman, 54 is highest. Keells striking through there Kumar. Like he's batting well out of his crease, but straight away off the mark. Shelon Rodrigo. Field driven, hits the stumps, field at short extra, throwing at the bowlers and no harm done, and it's up 3 overs done, it's 13 for 1. (103) of 102. Question is easy, just to run a ball. We get Brandix home. Yes, it's all up to them to either win it or lose it from here. Pasan Gunatungga. I'm trying to work it in that gap, but fielder there. This time gets that gap. It's the inner ring fielder. So moving on to 2. Gets Madha Munir on strike. Was that in there? Was it a chance? Bringing out the dive, just falling short if I'm not mistaken. See that, yes, it was short, it was played in there. Oh, that was a chance. Into the hands, and out she goes on the dive. That was easy chance, especially when you get both hands to it. You roll over and then it pops out. Been a really good over by Pasan Gunatunga. Created a chance and now beating the batsman. Oh, deft touch. Take it off the keeper's gloves basically. End of the fourth over. So 16 for 1. We've got another 100 to win from here. 96 balls left. There Kumar with bowling hand running in for his third over. 1 for 7 so far. He's done pretty well. I'm in line with the stumps again. Again that outside line. So the off stump asked the batsman to throw his bat at it. It has worked so far. Again, a good piece of fielding in the covers, quick. So I'm trying to get off strike, but his partner saying no. So now the ball's gone to 93, requiring 100 runs. So this is what happens, because when you don't score a lot of runs in that first power play, it's hard to come back. 3 runs straight. That was a full toss. Rodrigo missing that. So this has been brilliant by Uday Kumar, deceiving the batsman. Not been able to even put a full toss away. That is slower in there. Just away from that fielder. Might run into the boundary. Yes. Or no. Doesn't go. Slows down and stops inside the boundary. Just the 2 runs. The batsman also ball watching. They were not eagerly running. I think that should have been at least 3 runs in that. This one run goes big. get a boundary. His first. That's what needed. I think now he'll kick on. End of 5 overs, it's 22 for 1.
$22 for 1. Sheldon Rodrigo definitely making a move on. Scored a few boundaries of the last over. One extra so far. Now Pasan Gunatunga into the attack. He's a wicket-taking bowler. Balls outside the O-stump. Nicely put away by the captain, Munavira. 1 run to him. Brandix are well within the reach. (93 of 89). Now Gunatunga to Rodrigo. He was waiting for it outside the O-stump. Hit hard this time. Put the dive in. The skipper. Aruna Meemanage. He's trying to bat long. The skipper, Munavira, giving the indication that he's going to stay there until the end. Playing defensively twice in this over. A cheeky shot tried out this time, but unable to be successful. Pasan Gunatunga ends that over. Brandix 24 for 1 after 6. Now the captain, Aruna Meemanage, with the ball in hand. 55 matches, 76 wickets. Wearing the number 69 on his back. No run there. Now Sheldon Rodrigo will be looking to attack in this over. They cannot wait until late. These JK Holding bowlers are really good at keeping it tight. Must have been going down leg. Leg by signalled. 91 runs more in 82 deliveries. No run there. Good fielding, good attacking fielding there by the short square leg. He was on his toes, knowing the batters will look to run through. Onto the fine leg. Another single to Madhava Munavira. They need one good inning through one of these batters. Shelon Rodrigo is very capable of delivering that. A single. Doing it in singles in this over. 4 singles so far. One more delivery to go. Put over the fielder at short square. And that's 4 off the bat of the skipper. Very good option taken there by the captain, Munavira. Spoiled the over. 7 overs done, 32 for 1. There were 4 singles before this, and he had to take a chance. The captain scored a boundary of the last ball of the last over. Now Nadun Basnayaka walking up to the bowling mark. Shelon Rodrigo on strike. Played defensively. He played 2 good attacking shots in the 5th over. But from then on, he's looking to defend the ball and to get those singles. There are some batters who need to allow them to bat their way. Some are attacking batters. It shows how hard it is for Rodrigo to play defensively. Very good bowling by Nadun Basnayaka, not allowing the batter to find his spots. A slip brought in now. A single to Rodrigo. Good option. But they can't afford to let them have those dot deliveries. Now the captain has got his eye in, playing it easily down the ground and gets a single. That's the end of the 8th over. Brandix 31 for 1. Captain Madhava Munavira on strike, facing the opposite captain. Good delivery. Hit on the thigh pad. They're having a laugh about it, about the appeal. Now Madhava Munavira is not a tall man. Nicely put away. This is good batting by Munavira. And this is a mental battle as well. This is skipper against the skipper. This was the ball before that. And then he flicked it away for a boundary. Another appeal by Aruna Meemanage, but a single to Munavira. He moves up to 23 of 26. Last single was a leg by. Trying to drive it. Doesn't find the timing nor the placement. Now the required run rate is above 6 and under 7. 6.88. Coming down the wicket is Rodrigo. Just one run. Six runs off this over. Are they going to better it or are they satisfied? Nicely guided away to third man. That's another single to end the over. 9 overs done. Brandix 40 for 1. The tally at the moment, 76 runs to win from 66 balls. Quite gettable. They've got 9 wickets in hand. A few big hitters in the pavilion. Still to bat. And these two are laying that foundation for them to fire from there. Nadun Basnayaka is continuing with his second over. Flighted up, put away on the leg side. Muiz keeps it to 1. Rodrigo not taking any risks. Pushing it down to single. Madhava for a moment had second thoughts about it. But Sheldon Rodrigo carried on running. A dot ball. Now 2 dot balls in this over so far. You can see them playing defensively against Nadun Basnayaka. A bowler that they respect. Another single. versus Basnayaka, who did the job yesterday with the ball as well. Got 4 wickets. 3 wickets rather. A single to end the 10th over. Brandix needs 73 more from 60 balls. And they are on 44 for 1.
So 44 for 1 after 10. Sachin Silva into the attack. Going to be interesting. 72 from 60. Jalan Rodrigo. Just the singles to the field now. Widely spread. Madhav Munavira and Jalan Rodrigo building up a bit of a partnership, but they'll need to do it pretty fast. Diving save, because every dot ball is going to put pressure on the batting side. Even though you have wickets in hand, you can suddenly lose a whole heap of wickets. This one swept in there. Well, there was try for catch it, but it's way beyond a much needed 6 from Madhav Munavira. See that. Picked it up, drop kicked it way over that field. 32 of 33 now. Need a couple of those hits. Wide outside the off stump. Can see that shows after that 6. A bit of panic has set in. Is coming from round the wicket, coming through the umpire and the stumps. Starting it wide outside the off stump, so clearly a bit of panic has set in after that boundary. Another boundary. So Madhav Munavira now after that first 10 overs, the message coming out clear, loud and clear. They're going for it. They took it easy in the first 10 and now they decide that they need to go after the bowling. 12 runs are so far in this over, 2 balls remaining. This one again in the air, but will fall short of the long on field. 1 run. Again a wide outside the off stump. Sachin Silva not very comfortable. Given away 14 runs in 5 deliveries. Nicely played down Mr. Rodrigo. So that means Madhav Munavira will be on strike. 11 overs done. It's 58 for 1. That's what's needed from here on. 58 needed or 54. At the moment, I think batting side is ahead with 9 wickets in hand. Tarusha, very good. A new bowler coming in. Just the 1 wicket, 1 for 12 is best of 4 innings. Economy is expensive. Average in 61, quite high. But they'll need him to strike. They need to get a wicket here, break this partnership. Goes leg side this time. Ball running down to the boundary. Yes, it reaches the boundary now. So straight away Tarusha under pressure with that a gentle loosener. The first delivery just getting a bit of turn, pitching on middle, going down leg. And Madhav just helping it on. There we see. Batting really well, I think, at the moment. Using his brains, he's playing intelligent cricket. Whenever it's in his zone, clears the boundary, does that with ease. So he has a lot of time, goes on the back foot. Required run rate now 6.23. Manageable at the moment. Don't want it going above that 7 and 8 runs over. Again goes for that sweep shot. He scored a lot of runs and another boundary to the fence. But the Vamunavira moving on to 45. And more importantly, he's taking the total closer to that required target. Again, down on one knee, cross-batted shot, just a 1 run. Sharon Rodrigo needs to get Madhav on strike. He's got 15 runs of 26. Someone needs to keep one end going. Trying to be cute, going. Well, if he stood his ground, I think he would have got a wide down the leg side. But after 12 overs, it's 67 for 1. To 1-3, they need to go at. So they've been getting those runs, the 6 runs per over easily. Look for that early boundary, then it becomes much easier. Nandan Basnaika, 2 overs for 6 runs. So he has done a pretty decent, very good job, I think, for John Keells. We can just pick up a wicket here. That was in there. Was there a chance? Getting some turn, getting an outside edge, which flew in there. Again, teasing the batsman. Nicely played down the leg, looking for 2, will come back for the second. Easy runs there, quite quick. Interesting to see. Short in stature, but very quick on his feet. And certainly can handle the bat well. 48 from 42. Plays it with some respect. Was not afraid to sweep it in there. He knows how the runs have kept coming. 43 deliveries, 47 runs. So that's get a bell as long as these two are out there. Especially Madhava Munavira. There we go for that sweep again. This is in there. The fielder getting under it. Oh, he takes it and drops it. What happened there? I was not sure why he had to dive, because he got it in his hands. Suddenly looking at the ground, something. May have lost his footing. But a chance goes begging. 13 done. It's 70 for 1. Fielding is going to hurt John Keells. They've dropped a couple of catches. You can see that last incident there. He just swept it in there. Didn't get. Yes, he basically slipped. Easily had it, but lost his footing. And then. Very good again. First over for 9. It was a bit expensive. Some goes by there, so there was stump. Good bit of fielding there. Prevents any runs. This is exactly what they need. Some good tight fielding. Taking a few catches. Letting a run out. Shorten games. Anything is possible. And takes it from outside of some. Sweeps it towards that deep square leg region. Just the 1 run, moves on to 49. Oh no, that's his half century. Very well made half century of 47 deliveries, 7 fours and a 6. Strike rate of 106. Exactly what's needed. He just needs to carry on batting, and I'm sure Brandix will see this through. Time plays it in there. Bowler getting under it. There's no fielder. It drops in no man's land. Rodrigo also trying to go after that. Luckily didn't make proper contact. .39 deliveries, 44 needed. Just 1 hit to get. Again goes cross pattern. This time there's a fielder. 1 bounce. But we'll get a run. Out of 51. That's nicely worked by Rodrigo. Just the 4 runs so far. Can he get a boundary to get it even closer? No, dot ball too close to cut. Trying to play that late. Good delivery. Decent over from Tarusha. Very good. Just the 4 runs. And after 14, it's 74 for 1. So you see Madhava's package, the 50 runs. That was how he opened his scoring with the boundary. And then very next over, pulled 1 into the boundary on the leg. And then was scoring runs at will. But it was very good batting, I must say. Took on the bowlers, not worried whether the fielder was there. It was in his zone. He went for it. And now Rodrigo trying to be too smart. Nandan Basnaika picking up a wicket. 3 overs, 9 runs. Now he's got 1 for 9 in 3.1. Now this is excellent bowling. There we see. It's dragging it on. Playing too early. Dragging it on onto the stumps. Ceylon Rodrigo has to walk back for 17 of 30. Good partnership. And it's 74 for 2. New batsman Lashana Amar Singh, 106 as his best, as 200s and 650s. So he's been around for some time. Ideal batsman to join Madhava Punavira, give him the support. Oh, straight away beaten. Nandan Basnaika, what a spell of bowling here. 1 for 9 in his 4th over. That could be his second, yes. Trying to play it on the leg, gets a leading edge. One of the easiest catches, I think he would have taken off his bowling. And Nandan Basnaika now cycling quickly. Second wicket. Two in 3 deliveries. Lashana Amar Singh has to go without troubling the scorers. And it's 74 for 3. So Nandan Basnaika, 2 from 3. Oh, that was close to that edge again. Brilliant bowling here. There's a magnificent bowling by Basnaika. Another dot ball. Oh, they would love to see that last wicket replay again here. Trying to work it on the leg. Playing too early. Another one in there, is it? Down to the fielder. Just the 1 run in that over. And 2 wickets. But a spell. 4 overs, 2 for 10. Brilliant spell of bowling. 15 done. It's 75 for 3.
.41 to win from 30 balls. Still Brandix pretty much in the game. But they are lagging behind the run rate. The required run rate is around 8 now. But they've got 7 wickets in hand. 5 overs. They are 2-3 hits away. So it's about how good these JK Holdings bowlers can take up this challenge and get those important wickets, especially Madhava Munavira's wicket. Mulafar trying to slog sweep it. Doesn't have the timing. But Madhava Munavira, he was off strike for so long now. He was batting brilliantly, the half-centurion. Hitting it hard down the ground. The fielder is coming around it. Slight miscommunication between the batters. Now the captain at the non-striker's end asking his partner, why don't you communicate? Now Tarusha Veragoda in his third over. 15 runs so far. Mulafar again trying to give him the charge. But Veragoda watching him until the last moment. Bowled it outside the off stump. Going back past the bowler. That's a boundary. A much needed one for Brandix Essentials. He was looking for this shot a few occasions. Mushfiq Mulafar. Now Brandix Essentials need him to play a good inning. Nicely stopped by the fielder at backward point. That's Nadun Basnayaka. Very good effort. He bowled the last over as well. Now the game is nicely poised. For JK Holdings, it's about containing the runs and getting those wickets. Brandix, it's about getting that run rate up higher. 16 overs done, 82 for 3. The warm indicates Brandix still in with a chance, but they lost 2 wickets in a quick succession. Now Uday Kumar has been brought into the attack to bowl his last over. He has got 1 wicket for 13 runs so far. And Mulafar will be eyeing on scoring some boundaries and get that required run rate down. Swing at it. Not connected. Now this is the previous wicket that Uday Kumar got. It was an important wicket in the context of the game. Now starts off with the dot ball. Hit hard on the offside. Chance of a second run. No, says the captain, Munavira. Now he's going to face Uday Kumar. He's going to do it himself. The reason being Mulafa at the other end is unable to find the timing. He tried a few times to play the big shot, but was unable to do so. Inside edge. And a single to the captain. 32 runs more to win off 21 balls. Quite gettable. Still gettable. A very good battle between the bat and ball. Hit hard through the covers for 4. Mulafa, after few attempts, finding his timing. These girls are happy. Strong hitter, Mulafa. He rocks onto that back foot and waiting for anything, pitches short. Now a single. 7 runs so far in this over. 1 more delivery to go. Uday Kumara. Can he finish off his spell with a single, maybe a dot ball? Hit high in the air. Uday Kumara is under it and takes it. An important breakthrough for John Keells. It is a brilliant innings coming to an end. It's Madhava Munavira, the skipper of Brandix, falling into that trap. He had no other option. This run rate has to be taken care of. Madhava Ranavira, 53 or 53. Brandix, 89 for 4 after 17. Now Pasan Gunatunga has been given the ball, and Praveen Sandeepa is the new batter. This is Praveen Sandeepa, 15 matches, 15 innings, highest of 77 not out and averaging 19.25. Now stats don't matter. They've got 3 overs, 27 runs to win. Somehow they got to get these runs. Mulafa coming down the wicket and stumped by the wicket keeper. This is good bowling by Pasan Gunatunga. He knew he would come forward and he dropped it short. The keeper was well prepared behind the stumps. Now the big hitter Mulafa will have to go. 13 of 12 to Mulafa. Brandix now getting into a slight trouble. 5 wickets down for 89. The new batsman is Naveen Darshana. 10 matches to him. A good strike rate. This is how Mulafar departed. He was trying to get down the wicket, but the bowler was watchful. He dropped it short, knowing that Mulafar would come charging at him. Now, Navin Darshana, what can he do? 17 balls, 27 runs to get. Starting off with a single. A lucky one as well. The bowler couldn't grab onto it. Both new batters on the crease now. Praveen Sandeepa still to get off the mark. Starting off with a cheeky pedal and a big appeal by the keeper, and the umpire agrees. Took some time to raise that crooked finger. Well. Brandix are writing them off, are they? Very good take by the wicketkeeper. He was fully aware where he should have been. Now 6 wickets down. Brandix 90 and needing 26 runs of 15 to win. John Keells are coming back into this game big time in the last 3-4 overs. Now Shehan Madhushankar with the bat. Pasan Gunatunga got 2 wickets in this over so far, and bowling valuable dot balls as well. Cut off square. Another appeal for a run out, and the umpire agrees again. 3 wickets going down in this over, and it's another grand collapse for the Brandix Essentials. Good fielding by the fielder in the ring. Picked it up. A quick throw. So Navin Darshana will have to depart. He's frustrated with him. 1 run off 1. Brandix Essentials 7 down for 90 now. All dismantled Brandix camp. They don't look impressed. They were in a good position to win this match when their skipper Madhava Munavira was on the crease. They had an easy chance, but now they have made it difficult for themselves. 3 wickets in hand, 26 runs of 13 deliveries. Can they still win it? Shehan Madhushankar to face Pasan Gunatunga's last ball of his quota. Flied it up, no spin there. It was going straight. A big appeal as well, but the umpire says it wouldn't have gone on to hit the stumps. Pasan Gunatunga ends his spell with a very good over. 3 wickets on it. 3 wickets in it. Now 26 to win of last 12 deliveries. Now isn't this a collapse? Look at these wickets. Mulafar, then Praveen. 2 left. And then Naveen Darshana. He had no other option. He was very unlucky. Now John Keells have a pretty good chance of winning this match. They are back in it. They got the important wickets. Now Aruna Meemanage, the skipper, brings himself back. He's got 2 more overs. Short and wide. Shehan is not a happy man. They need boundaries. They definitely need boundaries. One way or another. Trying to pull inside edge. A single to Shehan. Now 25 runs of 10 balls. Have they got this long handle? Again, short and wide, not allowing the batter to get under the ball. This is a very good comeback by JK Holdings. Aruna Meemanage marshalled his troops really well. Bowling his 3rd over. It was directly at the stumps. Another wicket going down now. A sorry story for Brandix. 8th wicket. This is the catch. Again, a well-judged catch by Tarusha. He was brilliant inside that ring. Randika Dilshan is the man to go without scoring. Brandix 91 for 8. Now overcast conditions, the light condition is being dropped. Lots of dark clouds gathering around the ground. But still, the game is taken place. Now the new batter is Vishaka Ranasinghe. Aruna Meemanage to bowl. 25 to win, 8 more deliveries to go. Not hitting the bat again. Aruna Meemanage took a wicket in this over. Just given away 1 run. 3 dot balls in this over. In the context of the game, that's brilliant. Another time. End of a good over for JK Holdings. Brandix needing 25 in the last over if they are to win this match. Now Shehan and Vishaka, what can they do? On paper, you would thought 4 sixes would do, but it's not that easy. That's the problem. Now Tarusha Veragoda has been brought in. That was pulled. A bad bounce for the keeper, but that doesn't matter, does it? "24 runs to win. 5 more deliveries to go." Can he hit a 6? Can Vishaka Ranasinghe find that 6? Now a comfortable breeze going across the ground. Very good attempt by the bowler. A chance of a run out. And gone. The batters are dismantled. They are running everywhere, looking for those runs. 9 wickets down now. This is what happened. Tarusha stopped the ball, couldn't collect it, but the batters thought, yes, we could get this single. Vishaka Ranasinghe goes without scoring. Brandix 92 for 9. Hashan Sanjaya is the new batter in. Now the required run rate is 36. 4 sixes need in these 4 balls. Is that a 4? Not enough. But it's a good shot by Shehan Madhushankar. He's a bit too late. Three more deliveries to go. Another single to Shehan Madhushankar. Now JK Holdings are confident that they have won this match. Tarusha Veragoda just has to finish it off. Back past the bowler. Just a single. Last delivery coming up. This is pretty good by JK Holdings. Yesterday with the bat and today with the ball. They are doing everything right. They couldn't put up a big score. And that's a goner. That ends up this game. Tarusha Veragoda gets a wicket in the last ball of the match. JK Holdings win this match. That's Shehan Madhushankar for 7. Now JK Holdings can celebrate. They won yesterday, batting well, chased down a target of 166. And today, they were able to defend a target of 115. That's definitely a confidence booster. Now this is Brandix Essentials batting card. Madhava Munavira is the only man who was looking good. He batted and batted well. A runner ball 53 for Madhava Munavira. And none of the other batters were able to support him. All starts with no real progress. John Keells bowlers did their job pretty right. Uday Kumar 2 wickets for 20 in his 4 over quota. Pasan Gunatunga 2 wickets for 12 in his 4. Aruna Meemanage, the skipper, 1 wicket for 13. Nadun Basnayaka 2 wickets for 10 in his 4. And Tarusha Veragoda 1 for 27, got the last wicket in the last ball of the match. Highlights reel in this innings. It was all about Madhava Munavira's brilliance. He played square of the wicket really well. This was the first wicket taken by Kumara, and then Madhava Munavira. It all in balance. He could hit the ball, he could score the singles, he could control the run rate as well. It was all about him. A runner ball 53 for Madhava Munavira, the skipper. This is how he scored his 50. And then the batters gifted it away to the bowling team. Mulafa hit a few boundaries, but he was not there to stay. Kumara took that catch. This was brilliant by the wicket keeper. He was rightly positioned himself, and the fielders came into the party as well. They took all their chances, the direct hits, the catches. This was the last wicket. And that's how it ended up. John Keells Holdings won that match. Match summary: John Keells won the toss and decided to bat first. Not a big score, 115 all out. Ahmed Muiz 23 for 23. Danushka Chaturanga 20 of 25. Navin Darshana took 2 wickets for 14. Praveen Sandeepa took 2 for 24. And Randika Dilshan 2 for 22. Brandix Essentials in reply just scored 98 all out in 20 overs. Madhava Munavira 53 of 53. Shelan Rodrigo 17 of 30. Udaya Kumara took 2 wickets for 20. Pasan Gunatunga 2 for 12. Nadun Basnayaka 2 for 10. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us. That's about it from us today. So until we see you again, have a good night, have a better life.